afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful planet we call Earth. How are you today? Now, I have a bit of an update for you. Now, on that last video, I spoke about how things had changed for me, how I seemed to be getting all my answers and my prayers and, things were just happening. Well, I said that I would have to go looking for a new seat and I will just take my time and doing it. Well, you'll not believe it. It's here and I'm sitting on it and I'm so chuffed. Just exactly what I was looking for. What I put to the universe is what I got. And I am over the moon. So you see, dreams do come true, Okay, I'm not right finished. But I've got all my little pieces of my puzzle. And all I need to do is now put them all together to... But that won't be until the end of February. I know that because the big city goes on the 28th of February. So, but I have a few weeks, right? To just titivate if you want to care. Titivate, I like that word. Anyway, this is what we're doing. So, I am really, really chuffed, on what I've done. My outside, my brother come and he's finished doing gave me a new gate for the side, so my doggies are now, Button and Buster are now quite safe in the back after all that storms we had. I've just now in plans for April to do a massive big paint party. There's my idea. I've got a few friends along, weather permitting. And we do live in Scotland, so by that time we could have snow. You just never know. Anyway, a painting party with some of my friends and family, and they have to bring their own paintbrush. I'll supply the paint, obviously, and all the different little things that has to happen. So, and we're just going to have a bit of a fun day, and I'm going to get all my wood painted and everything. I am so looking forward to that. A bit of fun to look forward to. So you see, things do come together. You have to have positivity, and positivity is one of the main things, and I think you all know now, it watches my videos, that I am a bit on the positivity side. But at the end of the day, excuse me, at the end of the day, what you put in is what you get out. So the more you put into something as a manifesting or just your daily life, if it's all to do with positivity, the more you get back. So that's the key here. And I'm so happy. Things are just turning my way for a change. And it's magical. It's just totally magical. Oh my. So, what have I... Well, this isn't if I was really going to be speaking about today, but it's kind of carrying on that way, isn't it? Which is nothing unusual for me, is it? But it's so true. You can, the more positive you are, and I've been talking to a lot of people in the last few weeks about this, the more positive you are about what you want in your life, and maybe even who you want in your life, that is what's going to happen. Yeah. And it's just lovely when like your dreams come through and just everything happens the way you would like it. I'm not going to say it's going to be like that for everyone, because I know by experience it's not, So, what have you all been up to? I hope you've all been looking after yourselves and that. The world is a real mess, if you want to put it. The way things have been the last 2 years. But you can, as we've come through it. We've now just got to change the way we live. And if you think about it, and this is the way I think about it, I've never been really into history. I wish I was. In my job, I wish I was, especially when we did past life regression. I might make him which century I'm in. But anyway, but looking back just over the 20th century up till now. Then let's go, I haven't went back into the 19th and 18th, right? But just literally the end of the Victorian times. So turning into the 20th century. If you think just back for there, the difference and the things that have changed just then. You know, there's been 2 world wars, and that changed things. There was that Spanish flu in the I think it was the 30s, if I'm right. See, here we go. See history. You see, I should have a book in front of me, eh? And that changed everything, you know. There's still things it's the same, and I know I'm talking about Britain here, but if you look at your own countries and where you live, and the changes that has been brought on, nothing has sat still. And this is what I'm bring up to now to the 21st century. Nothing's going to sit still. Nothing that we want today is going to be the same ever again. Like, you can look back at your own grandparents and that, and they'll tell you, oh, they did this in the 30s and the 40s or whatever, and this changed this, we didn't have that, and all the rest of it. I can say the same to my grandchildren now. You know, literally, again, what it was like growing up in the 60s and the 70s and all that. And they change. Okay, I kind of can read minds because I've wrote my book, like you can, but which helps them. But that, again, everybody's got changes in their lives. And this COVID, or whatever you want to call this, because everybody's got different names, or mode and whatever. It's changed us again. It's changed the whole world this time, you know. And we've got to live with it. And I reckon, and this is the way I see it, okay? All right? I reckon if we all do right by ourselves, you know, and keep ourselves safe, our families as safe as possible, and do the right thing by yourself, what you feel inside you is the right thing to do. That's it, you know? That's the way I see it. And I know probably folk are saying, oh, but we've got this regulation, we've got that regulation, and dink and dink and dink. Yeah? But you can get, the way I see it, you can get too much things flung at you. And the end of the day, as Ruth Carey would say, it's what resonates with you. And it's very, very true. You know, whatever we do in the spiritual sense of the word, and that, and even what we do in the material sense, which is here and now, if it resonates for you, it's the right thing for you. I think a lot of people forget we're all individuals. And we've got to think for ourselves. You know? Because if you keep taking... it's good to ask for advice. And I believe in that. Ask for advice. But that doesn't mean to say you have to take it. You know, it might not resonate with you, or bits of it might resonate with you, and you will take that bits and that and think me. But the other thing is, if you keep going asking questions with everybody and no actually going with what's in your own heart and what you really want to do, you're giving yourself away. You're giving away your power. And that's what individual. That's us being us. You know? Because we're all so individual. You know? We've all got our own ways of doing things. Even in a family, we're all different. Even if we're all related, we've got the same blood, we're all different. Because we're still all individual. And even if you've got twins in the family, triplets in the family. Yes, so maybe we're all born on the same day. We may be minutes between each other or whatever. But they're still individual. They've still got their own personalities. They've still got their own thoughts and will and dreams. And this is what I feel that we have today now. We are sort with the world all coming back out. And it's all moving about again. We've got to do what's right for us. We've got to do right for what you stand up for. you know. And I believe this. You can, some people can take it a bit far and that, but I think it's a lot to do with emotion. You know, a lawful lot to do with the emotion. So whatever it is that you want to do now, do you want to go to the other side of the world, or go and visit your family wherever they are? Well, why don't you? As long as you're safe, and as long as they're safe, and everybody's happy about it, you know. This last 2 years has been chaotic, really. You know, I was speaking to my cousin yesterday, and we were talking about things, some of it we did, because we like, she's into doing our, the family trees and all that kind of thing. As some of you there already know. And of course I'm into the spiritual side. But we'll go around the graves, and Maureen will give me a name, and I go my way, and she goes her way. We are our bits and pieces. And we were talking about it, and I had said something, and she said, because remember, we've not been doing this for 2 years. And it got me thinking yesterday, after I spoke to him, going, oh my God, right enough. You know, 2 summers it's been, and we've no went out and traced doing some of the families' graves and things like that, you know. I couldn't believe it. And then I thought, that's been really quick in a way. It really got me thinking. Because we really wanted to do it last year. We missed it 2020. But then it wasn't really that safe last weekend. She didn't feel safe. And I said, well, right, we didn't do it. You know? So, what is your plans for this year? Are you just going to still just take it safely and just think, or are you going to be one of that things like a bull in the china shop and just go for it? Me, I don't care what I'm going to do, you know. I've got a lot to do in my garden, and I'm always meeting people and that, but, you know, it's just finding your own way, isn't it? Through this. It's like a maze in a way, isn't it? Right, yeah? And I've not been one of them since I was a bairn. But you can find in your own way. You get in, but you have to find your own way out. And you take turns, and you take blockages, and you go this way, and you go that way, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm out. So I suppose in a way you could call the last 2 years a maze. No, I never thought of that before, but yeah, I think that could be a good way of calling the last 2 years. Because we got into it, we've had blockages, we've had lockdowns, we've took a turn and we've never gotten out of there, and we've got stuck in this bit, and then, but now there is a light. Maybe it's a little light that you're seeing. I've not seen a very big light at the end of the tunnel, but yeah, I have been doing lots of things, but I've always, when I've planned something, I've always made sure that everybody's up for it, or can say, right, this is what we can do, and all the rest of it. For example, this painting party I spoke about a few minutes ago. Yeah, I have them. There's a few people ken about it, and they'll ken I'm crazy anyway. But I've always wanted to do it. I've always fancied doing it. It's having a few folk around, a few drinky poos, a pot of paint, and let's see what we can do. You know? Why not? It was something that we'll always remember by. You know? But yeah, we're going to be working outside. There you go. I say, being outside's the best thing. But if people didn't want to go and do it, that's fine. If they've got they want to be now, because my garden's that big anyway, they might say, I'll do this little bit. Yeah. But they still can have their distance for somebody else next to them if they want. I would leave it up to each other. I wouldn't say, you've got to be there, you've got to be there, dun, 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 dun. I wouldn't do that. Again, that's taking away their free choice. But that'll be a story, it'll be told when it happens. Maybe I have to take a few videos on that one, eh? But yeah, I think this year, and I did say that I reckon 2022 means, and I did that in the last video. But I do reckon we've got to deal with lots of other things. There's a lot of things that people hasn't dealt with in the last 2 years, like you can grieving, losing people, maybe relationships, well, walking, a lot of relationships either got stronger or broke. There wasn't an in-between with relationships. Children have changed. You know, a lot of them didn't want to go out anymore. They've gotten so used to be sitting in, using their laptops and iPads and all the gadgets, that they're quite happy now. They didn't even want to go. Some of them didn't even want to go back to school. But we have to get back into some kind of, I don't like using the word normality, because what is normal? You tell me that, because I ain't got a clue what normal is. No, I think that could be a big question to answer. What is normal? Because as I said, if you go back and just look for the 20th century up to now, there has been so many changes. Again, and everybody's going, oh, but we'll get back to normal. What is normal? You know? I'm just happy to be back with my friends and my family and seeing everybody and being able to have people run to the house again. Because that's what we are. We're very much social, aren't we? We like being in being in a social setting. Like this weekend I'm going to a party. Yeah. I want to be a lot of people at it, I know that. But it'll be people I haven't seen for a while. It's a friend, and I am so looking forward to it. You know? But by the time this video comes out, I'll have been to the party. Oh dear. But I am looking forward to it. And just catching up. Seeing how the difference is. There's one thing I have to do this, and I have to start it, and that is losing a bit of this fat. You know? Because I've been seeing some of my videos, and I can see that I've definitely, I can't have put the weight on. But you can't, I'm still happy. You know? I'm still happy. And you can something, I think that's the main thing. Positivity and being happy. Oh, I always get the sadness. Everything's to balance, remember? Everything has to balance. So whatever it is, you have to balance it. And so if you're happy and everything's going your way, there's going to be something to come up, because that means you're up there all the time and it's doing like this. So something's going to happen just to bring that wee bit up, to be more balanced. There's going to be some sadness or something happen just to kind of pull you back into the swing of things again. Yeah? That's the way the universe works. It likes to see everything balanced. I love my work. And I love meeting people and speaking to them and listening to their stories and all that. But as we know, we've all got a story to tell, haven't we? We've all got a big story to tell. Maybe some people will tell their story, and other people won't. They'll keep it all tucked here. Free choice. Comes back to that free choice. So whatever it is that you are wanting today, this year, you know, as we seem to be getting to a wee bit more freedom, I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you meet up with all your families and friends that you haven't seen, and you've only been seeing them doing it this by video cameras, you know. Zoom calls, as I like to call them. It's just awesome to ken that we're getting back there. It gives you a bit of a buzz, does it not? Knowing that we're getting there. And it's all to do with being positive. I'm going to leave that thought with you. So you be positive. Until the next time. Oh, and by the way, please subscribe and don't forget, ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. And I'll see you the next time. Love to yous all. And I mean that. Bye for now.